You may have noticed during the pandemic more phishing scams in your emails and your text messages. Law enforcement say con artists are trying even harder now to prey on all of us as we're coping with the coronavirus. Nancy Chen tells us about a new scam targeting people already down on their luck.
The pandemic led to job losses and people signing up for unemployment benefits online, something con artists have keyed in on.
How successful have these scammers been?
Oh, these scammers have been very successful. Unemployment fraud like this is happening all across the country in every state.
Steve Reagan is with Akamai Technologies and recently uncovered a fake New York unemployment website that looks like the real thing. It's since been taken down, but Reagan created this one to show us how it worked. Scam artists send a text or email directing jobless workers to their website. After a username and password are entered, the fake site asks for their mother's maiden name and PIN number. Once the information is entered, users are actually sent to the real New York page.
Do people who enter in their personal information on these fake sites even realize that they've been scammed?
No, they do not. By the time the scam is over, in fact, it forwards you to the real domain, and you'll never notice.
But the scam artist now has the info and can log on as the unsuspecting victim and find even more personal information.
Everything that a criminal would need to commit fraud using your identity.
Last year, the FBI received almost 250,000 complaints about phishing scams, with people losing around $54 million.
If you do fall for one of these phishing scams, the consequences can be pretty severe.
CBS tech reporter Dan Patterson says criminals who get personal info can sell it on the dark web.
Think twice before you click on any link in your email or your text messages.
One way to spot a fake site is to double-check the URL. For example, this looks like a legitimate Google site, but it's not because of the .tk at the end. A small difference that can lead to big problems if your info ends up in the wrong hands. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.